Hi there. Hopefully this is working. Um, so anyway, today I wanted to talk to you about decentering male opinion. Um, so I saw this on Instagram, and then uh, I think it was a tweet actually that was being shared on Instagram, and then I saved it as I saw it on Instagram, and then I blogged about it, sharing the post, and then like also the original post and author and everybody who said the original things. So the reason I mention this is that this is not a new idea. It's not an original idea that I'm coming up with or anything like that. Basically, I think some wise women have realized that decentering men and decentering male opinion is extremely beneficial to having a better life and a better career as women. And that's kind of what I'm sort of sharing my take on that topic here today. And also, I've shared this already in my blog and also have made some TikToks on it. And so when I shared with my Instagram friends that that I've got this blog, I was asked, "Can you share some quick tips on how to do it? Like, what do I mean by decentering men?" So I think getting into some of the details might be useful. So, and I think this is something I try to deliberately do in my day-to-day life and has paid off. So I really want to drive home this point. So when you think about it, decentering men, like when even if you have, and this is kind of like bringing together a lot of different aspects. So obviously, so like men are like half the population, so they're part of a population, and you can have different relationships with them: coworker, boss, um, junior, uh, boyfriend, husband, friend, or family members like brother, father, whatever. Um, so they're definitely part of our lives, and then they come with their own opinions and their biases and stuff. And in general, there's of course patriarchy, which is something that men, women, everybody is a part of. And patriarchy is something that also kills women's ambitions. And basically, those are the same thing. Like basically, decentering men and male opinion is kind of a rejection of patriarchy, in my opinion. So that's how I kind of see it. Like patriarchy has told women certain things, right? That they have to kind of put the man at the center of their worlds. A lot of women from very early on, as in when they were children, have been told to they have to become a wife at some point. They have to find someone to marry. They have to um, make a home around this new, I don't know, addition to her life, which is the husband. And so there's definitely a propensity, I think, a tendency to, for women, it's ingrained, I think, in their brains to kind of make uh, a man or something like that, so something like basically the husband, the center, right? Or if you're not married yet, maybe the boyfriend, whatever is making him happy, etc. And it's not just that, it's also like other people's opinions, like maybe your male colleague, um, or uh, a family member, like an uncle or a father or something, and whatever opinions they might have. And of course, it's not this is not going to cover every man, but I that's out there. So this is not a man hating kind of topic. uh, but I do think that decentering this patriarchal um, approach, like not having that approach, is beneficial to not only women but also to men, where uh, men too are free from these types of expectations that they are the center or whatever, right? So anyway, some examples would be, so for example, today I'll share something that happened today. I was at the gym and I saw this guy who I barely know. Like I've seen him a couple times before at the gym, and he's from Southeast Asia, just like me. We speak some of the same languages, and we had kind of when we first met. I was swimming, and then he was in the hot tub, and then I went into the hot tub, and that's how I met him. And he's older; he's probably like my dad's age, and we realized, we both speak the same language, and I'm in Dayton, Ohio. How often do you find someone who is like kind of from where you are and speak the same languages? So we kind of bonded over that. We exchanged phone numbers, but then I didn't think, like, we weren't obviously that close or anything. We had just talked like once. What happened after that was that I've seen him a couple more times, and today I still don't know him very well, and he doesn't know me very well at all. And he's proceeded to kind of, just as way of saying hi, he told me something like, "Oh, so how much weight are you trying to lose?" And like he talked to me. He basically assumed that I was at the gym to lose weight, and that I should lose weight. And then he also told me that I should not eat too much biryani because then I'll get really large. That's literally that's what he did. He said, "You're gonna get really large if you eat too much biryani." Now, I don't even know where this is, like, when I'm standing there, I'm like, where is this coming from? I actually even said that. I was like, what do you mean? Like, how do you know that I eat too much biryani? Like, what are you talking about? What is happening right now? But like, so as crazy as that interaction was to me at the time, of course it's coming from a place of deep misogyny, where basically women, when they are at the gym, misogyny tells them that they have to lose weight. When women are at the gym, um, misogynistic concepts are basically telling them that the only reason that they're at the gym is because they have to lose weight. Women are constantly told to get thinner and thinner and thinner, right? There is no such thing as being interested in a woman's health and wellness, in her mental well-being, in becoming stronger, in because it's, just good for your physical fitness and mental health. And like, no one's talking. The world is telling women to lose weight, and that's it, right? And then, yeah, then he also mentioned something about, "Oh, well, do you know how to cook?" Like, so basically in our brief interaction with this basically a stranger guy, I'm being told, lose weight, don't eat, can you cook? So those are the types of things I am getting hit with as a woman in a random interaction with a man. And I'm not saying that this could be only men who do this. Of course, it's worse coming from a man, because, I mean, really, as a man talking to a woman, you're going to talk about losing weight? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Anyway. But basically, it can also be women who are embodying a male opinion. So it's really about decentering male opinion, not just men. So this opinion that women just have to get thinner and thinner, women can only go to the gym to lose weight, that's a male opinion, or patriarchy, or some shenanigans, some misogyny that really we should not have to tolerate. And it takes away from our experience. And I could feel pretty bad, like, and I did, like, on my drive home, I was like, wait, like, what is, like, he called me fat, told me not to eat, and like, that makes me feel bad about myself. And then I started to call bullshit on what just happened, and I started to make content about it, and I shared it with people so that it may help them too, which is that this person is just like up to some nonsense. And if I gave this too much importance, then I might lose my motivation to go to the gym. I might start to feel bad about myself. I might, do something unhealthy, like exercise too much and not eat enough, which reminds me I have to eat this oatmeal. So that's not good. As a woman, as a person who is interested in, at least in my own interest, which is to become healthier and have a good life, If I gave too much importance to this exchange of just this bullshit interaction that this guy and I had, like, I was just being nice saying hi. He called me fat, told me not to eat, and asked me and like pushed on me the concept that I should be cooking. If I gave this whole thing too much importance, if I, what's the word, incorporated it into my psyche, or if I, um, basically, if I started to manifest what he's saying, that would be terrible for me. That would be terrible for my health, my physical health, my mental health, how I feel, my emotions, and everything. That would be shit. So that's what I'm saying. Decentering male opinion is actually, it's needed for women to have better, healthier lives. And we'll get into career stuff too, but it's really at a very basic level. Like, if you want to be happy, if you want to be well, like, we're being told go to the gym, lose weight, but really it's about health and wellness. You should go to the gym for your health and wellness because you want to be well. Like, I go to the gym and I swim because that's good for my mental health. Of course, it's also good for my, it's good to do cardio. And like, yeah, I hope it's helping my heart. It's good for my, health and wellness. It's not about shrinking. And if you shrink and if your shape changes and you become, that's not the point. The point of it is to become healthier for women's wellness. The focus really needs to be about women's mental health, well being, women's health and body being healthier, being better, so that women can have better lives. I'm really talking about this in a broad sense. So if you give too much importance to this whole thing about being thin, being attractive to men, doing what men think you should be doing, you're gonna really hurt. And I'm here to tell you that it's not worth it. These assholes are not worth it. Like, they're telling you something, and manifesting that is not a good idea at all. So don't do it. Um, Eat well, exercise well. Do the thing that's good for your health and well-being. Women are not told by the world to do what is good for their health and well-being. Nobody's looking out for you. In other words, nobody is looking out for you except for you. So you need to do what is the right thing for you, which is to eat well, exercise well, sleep well, be happy, those types of things. And honestly, for that, do we even need men? We don't need men for those things. Women are more and more and more independent, making their own money, living our lives. We do it better without men, actually, without these shenanigans. So since we don't need them, I really, really think that much less importance needs to be given to their existence and to their opinions, for us to live better lives. So that's one example of how to do it, right? Someone calls you fat, someone tells you need to lose weight, someone tells you don't eat. Don't fucking listen to them. That's misogyny. Okay, don't give in to misogyny. And well, I'm not saying I was affected by it. So I'm not saying you won't be affected by it, right? You will be, but remember, see it for what it is, which is that it's not for your good. It's harmful for you. So the more you can avoid it and the more you can move past it, the better. And if you simply think of it as not the center, like for me, going to the gym, the center there is for me to feel good, for my well being, for my body to get better, for my body to feel better and stronger, for me to have more muscle, which, by the way, is, I'm gaining weight by doing that, for me to have better fitness, for my mental health, especially. The swimming and all that stuff I do is really good for my anxiety. So I have myself and my well-being at the center, and you need to as well. On if somehow that gets shifted, if you're if you need to be at your center. In other words, how to decenter men is by putting you in the center. You, your well-being, your health, your mental health, your career, your life needs to be at the center. If it gets shifted somehow because of these shenanigans of society, of patriarchy, because of misogyny, and because of male opinion, you will suffer. This center needs to be fixed on you. So that's how you do that, decentering male opinion, decentering men. And then another example would be career. A lot of the time, I feel like women are doing perfectly well in their career, and they need that for fulfillment. They need to do well in their career for fulfillment. They don't feel good um, if they're not uh, if they're not like if you're really work focused and you sacrifice your work, then that doesn't feel good. That feels like really shit, actually, right? So I would say, but that happens a lot. Like in academia, for example, say you're a professor and your partner, male partner, is also a professor, and or say both of you are academics, you're both postdocs. I don't know. There have been so many cases where the woman makes all the sacrifices. Like the woman has to take the back seat in her career, which is, by the way, a big part of her life, to allow for the man to have kind of his career and his his promotion and growth. And ultimately that's just going to make you really bitter. And if fulfillment from work is important to you, then I would say sacrificing that is not a good idea in the long term at all, and you're just going to end up being very unhappy. So if that means, if putting yourself, and now in this case your career, at the center, if that means that you have to break up with that partner, it doesn't work out with that person, so be it. Like, welcome to the club. There's totally women out here who are feeling fulfilled and happy in their careers, and they did not sacrifice this for a partner. And that's totally a valid path to take as well. You don't have to always make these sacrifices. You don't have to always um, let your own dreams and wishes just go for a toss because your partner is kind of driving that aspect. Don't let that happen. Keep yourself. Make it for you. Make the choices for you. Make the choice for this career or that career, of whether you're going to take the next step in your career or not. Make that based on your wishes and dreams and ambitions, because I think if you don't do that long term, that's not going to be good for you. So anyway, that's all I'll say today about this topic. I'm going to come up with more concrete examples. I know I spent a long time about the gym story, but I thought that was an important one to share, especially because so many women are always freaking out about weight loss and weight, and that whole topic. I think the dialogue really needs to change about this whole topic about eating and weight loss and all this stuff. Like, we're trying to be healthier, we're not trying to be thinner and thinner and thinner. And uh, this really hit me today, where your wellness itself is in danger if you give too much importance to male opinion. You need to decenter male opinion in order to even just live. So be very careful what you put in the center. If you're not putting yourself in the center, then that's very risky. So please take care. Be careful.